Hi there, I'm Adam Williams and I am the Academic Manager for Advertising Design here at USW, a 3-year course for anybody that's interested in studying or working in the advertising industry. Advertising Design at USW is one of only a few specific advertising courses that are available in the UK. You'll study a wide range of subject areas from art direction and copywriting through to campaign design and content creation, as well as a wide variety of other topics, so that you'll leave full of confidence, ready to work in a very dynamic and fast-paced industry that's always changing. Our standard tariff offer is 78 UCAS points, which is the equivalent of a DMM at BTEC level. We no longer interview for the course, but any students who do accept an offer will be invited to experience USW open days, come down and visit the campus, etc., and be able to get in touch with course teams, tutors, and find out more information about what it's like to be a student at USW. So, personal statements, the important part. These are really important for both you and us, and they are to be taken seriously. I love reading them, and I know the course teams love reading them. It gives them a real insight into what our new cohorts are going to be, and it's the space for you to tell us about what you really care about, what your skills are, what your passions are, how you think the skills you currently have will apply to your university career, but also your career in the future. We don't interview anymore, like I mentioned in the previous question, but as part of your application, we think it's really useful for you to upload maybe 6 to 12 slides. Now, you may be a creative student already, you may not be a creative student. For us, it doesn't matter. We accept from all sorts of different courses because of the nature of this program, but it's useful for us to see your creative process. It could be 6 slides on an advertising campaign that you've enjoyed. It could be a body of work that you've already done. You may be on a creative course, you may be a photographer, you may be in media or film, you may be a graphic designer. It's really, really great for us to have a look at the work that you're currently producing, because you will work in teams while you're on this course. We can start thinking about great relationships that are going to build throughout the program. It's a progressive 3-year course. In the first year, you'll be looking at the basics, so modules like Advertising Fundamentals, where you'll learn basic theory, principles, things like guerrilla advertising, copy for advertising, image for advertising, those kinds of things, but also some deeper theoretical underpinnings. You'll look at advertising for print. You'll look at creative process, or what it is to be a creative, how to generate ideas for creative campaigns, but also the different pathways that are open to you fundamentally. So looking at the different pathways into agency, career, marketing, that kind of thing. In the second year, you'll focus down a lot more. It's a much more professional year, but it's focused on exposure to the profession. So professional exposure as in lots of live client briefs. You'll work with a variety of different customers, from local agencies to national agencies and private clients. You'll study modules based around consumers, customers, so a bit of advertising and marketing and consumer psychology. You'll look at digital experience, and you'll look deeper into the agency and what the advertising agency is and the different career pathways that are available to you within agencies. And we've got a good number of relationships, both locally and nationally, with agencies that a large variety of our alumni are employed in as well. And they will also come in and talk to you, and some of them will even come in and deliver some of the live briefs from the companies that they now work at. In the third year, you'll be looking at the professional you, so you exiting from the degree into the professional world. You'll develop your own professional project negotiated with your tutor. You'll do your case study, which is similar to a dissertation but a little bit more practical in its scope, and you'll do some higher level live client briefs with some slightly larger agencies, a little bit more detailed, working in creative teams. So there'll be a lot of learning around the different roles that you'll play in a creative team, from 2, 3, 4, even 5. So really exciting but obviously quite nervous as well because you'll be graduating. Advertising is an enormous industry, but also you're not just learning about advertising, you're learning creative and strategic communication, and so there are much wider fields open to you other than advertising, such as marketing, across a variety of different industries and operations. Recent examples of graduates, plenty of local Cardiff and Bristol agencies like S3. Have a look at them, pretty good. Epoch Design, excellent agencies, as well as global agencies like Digitas, LBI, Adam and Eve, Revolt, but also Isobar and Ogilvy, Havas Hellas. So there's a number of agencies that we work with. I mentioned the live clients we work with. So we've worked with Ben & Jerry's, Nike, Google, Eurostar. A lot of those are through agencies, but because you're working with the client and through the agency, there's a huge amount of exposure to different people in different fields, and so our students pick up work placements and work experience through these live client briefs, but also it can set you up for a career post-graduation if you develop a good relationship with someone throughout your degree when working with these live client briefs. The campus is the city centre campus, Atrium campus of the University of South Wales, situated in the heart of the city, at the centre of the creative and cultural hub of Wales, and becoming the hub of the southwest, really well connected to Bristol, and an easy drive train transport up to London. The course itself is, like I mentioned before, one of only a few in the country, and the experience that we offer is quite personal. Our class sizes aren't enormous. You'll get to know your tutors really well, all of them, but also tutors from different courses, where we collaborate across the different courses throughout the building. There's on the different floors there's different courses. It's fashion, graphics, advertising, photography, media, animation, interior design, all in the same building, and there's plenty of opportunities to collaborate. Great network. You can apply directly through the university, but I imagine for most of you you'll be applying through your local colleges, sixth form colleges, tertiary colleges, etc., and you'll apply through the usual UCAS route. Please check out our course pages, but also have a look at USW advertising on Instagram. You'll get a flavour of some of the work that the students have produced recently, even during lockdown. You'll get a flavour for the course, and feel free to message us on the app, and we can point you in the right direction of the different web pages. Also contact the admissions team, admissions@southwales.ac.uk, for further information on the application process.